That shit matches the bucket and all that. It does. So.
I'll make it you the best.
Oh, look at Liz. Yo, Liz, I missed the shit out of you, girl. Where you at? What's good, my
shit.
brother?
Yes.
Yo, let me know if you
All right,
need
there
one
we
of
go.
these. Hey, let me know if you need one of these too. We got a little hookup with this shit. The little
Oh yeah,
bottles and
that's
shit.
official. That's clean. Yeah, that's clean right there.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know. I could send you out one. Definitely, you could use it for your workouts and all of that. How's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
YouTube? How's the YouTube coming along?
It's all right, bro. It's I'm gonna put some more music out there. So, right now I got some shit up there, but I'm focusing on more videos.
10-4. I'm just waiting for JT to get in there. Then we're gonna get into the questions. I think JT just said what up or whatever. But definitely
All
I
right.
want you to get into like what's the whole K2K? How did how did the name come about? What's it stand for? Like, because a lot of people asking about that.
All right. Well, shit. Actually, it's gonna trip you out because it's gonna trip you out kind of because I had just got out the feds in 2013. From a little bid, and I wasn't really into the church thing or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I wasn't really into going to church, but my girl had started, inching me toward that way. You know what I mean? So I was coming in the church here and there, and the pastor, Joey Trujillo, I look up to him as one of a good mentor that I have. You know what I mean? And he was like, bro, damn. I never met nobody like you. You coming in here with, shit like that, and you got things and doing crazy shit, and it's something about you. And as I started, I kept going. Like I said, change doesn't happen overnight. That shit takes time to progress. You know what I mean? So as I started going, we came up with this foundation called Crooks to Crowns, and Crooks to Crowns is simply everybody with similar backgrounds who have been through the struggle, whether you did your time and you came out, now you're a productive person of society, and it's basically putting the fathers back in the household where the fathers were missing. You know what I mean? Where that generational gap, where children are, you know what I mean, considered, the fatherless home. So K2K Crooks to Crowns is simply placing fathers back and showing men how to be men, how to raise them kids, and show them the right way to go. You know what I mean? Anybody can get out here and do the shoot 'em up, bang bang, and all that shit. But like an elder told me, like one of my factors told me, he was like, "You done conquered the feds, juvie, the state pen, and all of that. Can you conquer being a productive person in society? Can you conquer raising your children, raising your men, your boys to be men and your daughters to be queens? Can you conquer that?" And I had to sit back like, damn, that's coming from somebody that got light years in the feds, that's not never getting out. So when he did that, I had to refocus my whole life. I had to change everything, because now I can't think for myself. I got to think for my little ones. I won't let nobody trick me out my box, because then that's another generation. This next generation is another generation that'll be fatherless homes. You know what I mean? And I refuse to repeat that cycle, man. So, my compadre, Joey Trujillo, we came up with that foundation, Crooks to Crowns. It's like for everybody that's, that been through the struggles, that's now being productive in life, working a 9 to 5, taking care of their children, their family. That's really what Crooks to Crowns stand for. You know what I mean? And then, we have the branch off, which is the press gang, and You know, a lot of people get that confused as
Yeah.
it's like some gang shit when really it's not. Press gang, you know what I mean? Press gang is really it's really structure, loyalty, dedication, but it's putting pressure to everything you do in life. Whether you're going through college, that's what press gang is about. You're part of this
Mm-hmm.
pressure. You're adding pressure to everything you do in life, whether it's a 9 to 5, whether you're working 30 hours, whether you taking care of your kids 24/7, shopping. That's what press gang is. Press gang isn't about shoot 'em up, bang bang, we gang
Mm-hmm.
bang and all that shit. No, press gang is it's the everyday struggle, the everyday life that you making it through every day, getting through what you have to get done. That's what press gang and that's what Crooks to Crowns is all about, man.
Hey, I fuck
So
with it, my brother. Hey, I just want to, just for the record, that's, that's the reason I fuck with you, man. Just so everybody who's out there listening understands, man, this is a really good brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Since day one, he's been showing love, and that's vice versa. I show love back, man.
yeah,
He's solid as they
yep,
come. He's educational. He got the
yeah,
motivational thing going, which we're gonna get into a little bit more. Um, do you want to tell us like how you grew up, where you grew up, where you're originally from, things of that
yeah.
nature?
Yeah, man. My origins. You know, I was born in the nitty gritty in Chicago. You know what I mean? That's my birthplace.
Okay.
But I had moved to California. I've been traveling around California, Denver. So I'm something like a what you would consider a military brat, just bouncing all over. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? What I could say is that you know the penal system really raised me. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I started out in the system from the age of 12 all the way up. Boom,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to like 33. I was in the system. So basically, the feds in the states, the juvie, that's what really raised me. I was out here on the streets, doing the most craziest things, you know what I mean? And I got that from my pops, rest in peace, sad to say he overdosed on, the same shit he sold, which is why I'm like, do away with the drug shit, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
another topic. But yeah, man, California, you know what I mean? California, South Central, West Adams District, you know, I just been all over, bro, and my home base is, I consider California, that's my bread and butter. That's where it is.
That's what's up, my brother. And where you located now?
Right now, I'm in San Antonio, Texas, man. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I used to be like, oh shit, I can't go to Texas. Texas different, you know.
Facts. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then I came down here. And these, and it's a different type of living. But at the same time, I had to sit back and really catch up with it. And being from the city, it was a different kind of wave down here. But these are good people down here, man. Texans are good people. I fuck with the Texans heavy. I like San Antonio, man. I like Texas. To me, this personally was the best move I made, bro.
That's what's up.
This was the best. This was the best move I've made, cause down here, I'm out the way. I don't gotta be worrying about staying on my six. I stay on my six at all times. You know what I mean? Keep
Mm-hmm.
my head on the swivel at all times. You can live in suburbia and something can happen.
Yep.
But it's not as being in South Central or being in like Denver where it's nitty gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Where you gotta walk. You motherfucker will want to knock you down for your hat you got on and shit like that. So it's all good living. It's good people down here. The food is kind of crazy, but for the most part, man, Texas is a beautiful place, man. What you could pay for in California or somewhere, a 5-bedroom house, which is 3 times the crazy 200,000 for that. You can get that down here in a nice community for about 120, 130, man. This personally was the best. This was the best move I made, man. So I'm loving Texas right now. It's the best place to be right now.
That's awesome, my brother. I'm happy for you too, man. I always say Florida was a good decision. I had to get away from New York, and I could totally relate, my brother. So I could dig it. So how did you get started? Like, how did you get started in music? Like, what was the first rhyme you ever wrote? When did you even know you wanted to get into it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I could say my first really getting into it was I was doing juvie time,
Okay.
and I remember my teacher or the COs and all of the people that, because we had counselors and stuff, and they was like, all right, can you write a story about hypothesis? It was like some science shit. Write a song about science, and that video is still somewhere that I haven't seen the video, but I had to be about 12, and I had the orange jumpsuit on, and I was like, H is for this, hypothesis, so it was a whole thing. So that's how I started. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I really started, I was writing a book when I was in Lewisburg Smooth program, was called Tears of a Battered Youth. And I was writing that book, and it was a book on my life story, and I let somebody read it, a weirdo read it, man. I thought he was, he was cool and shit, so I slid it under the door, and we fished it back and forth. He read my book. He never gave that book back. It took me 2 years to
Ah.
write that book, bro. But I've always, heard from my teachers and stuff that I'm a good writer. That was always my favorite. So I really picked it up, inside, man, learning and talking with other bros and people and learning their struggle and seeing and understanding that, damn, we got the same background. So I started putting it to use, and I started picking it up and perfecting it as I was in there. You know what I mean? So that's when I really started perfecting it from the inside, and I just brought it back out here. I had to get comfortable on the mic. You know what I mean? Because I would go into the studio and be, silent rapping and shit. They'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, dang, bro, you got to speak up. You got a lot of shit. Let that shit out, man. So that's when I really started picking it up, bro, and started perfecting it here and there.
Yeah, that's dope, my brother. Hey, we're gonna get back into the book thing, but I'm gonna just touch on a couple things. But I'm curious to know if you gonna continue writing. Is that something you're gonna try to put back out? You know what I mean? So like I'm
Yeah,
curious about that.
yeah, man. I am gonna try to put that back out. It took me. It like kind of deflated my whole. You know what I mean? Because I was like, damn, I spent 2.5 years writing this motherfucking book, and stories and names and stuff was switched around. You know what I mean? But it was a good book. I had it all mapped out from the intro to everything. You know what I mean? And it was like, damn, it was taking place not only here, it was taking place in Honduras and Mexico. So I had everything, parts and all of that shit all in there, and it got fucked up, bro. I never seen that book again. But yeah, I'll eventually get back to it, man. Once I'm done doing everything, focusing, I'll get back to writing again. But I'll have to rename it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what the dude might have did with the book, but it was called Tears of a Battered Youth. So if y'all see that book out and y'all see that, man, let me know, man. I'm trying. He stole that from me.
Yeah,
But
that's a fact. We
it's
on
good.
them. We on them. That's a fact. Hey, my brother. So, who inspires you, or who inspired you in the beginning stages of you starting to put songs together and using the pen? Now, it could be a poet. It could be, in the music game. It could, who inspired you when you write?
Man, to be honest, man, Pac, man, Tupac was something different. You know what I mean? And I try to base put my music down as he put his music down. You know what I mean? Not necessarily as copycatting, but bringing real rap to the forefront. Anybody, me personally, bro, I can't talk about jewelry and cars and ass shaking. That's not something I could talk about. I can't rap like that for some reason. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I try to bring the nitty gritty, the real shit, the struggle, what everybody's going through, that they can feel. That's my presentation. You know what I mean? So I looked up to Toker, Tupac,
Mm-hmm.
Nas,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that, Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
Those were some of the people I looked up to, as in bringing that music, that real shit to the forefront, bro.
Okay, I got a good one for you. So who do you look, I agree with everybody you said, bro. That's our era, like you already know. But so who you listening to like right now? Who can you say an up and coming artist? Maybe somebody that we should be on the lookout for. Just somebody out there new for the younger cats. You know what I'm saying? Like who's somebody you listening to?
Right now, it's a lot of underground cats, you know, cats that really don't even get that much exposure, you know what I mean, what I'm listening to. I don't really listen to the mainstream guys, you know, because it's not, it don't fit my my day-to-day thing, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of foolery.
Mm-hmm.
But for the young cats, I fuck with that boy, NBA young boy.
Okay.
I fuck with you know, Gates.
Mm-hmm.
But like for the underground is the people I fuck with. I fuck with my boy King Cash,
Mm-hmm.
Tres,
Mm-hmm.
Little Man, GL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are people that's not getting that much exposure because people don't know about them. But them boys is spitting heat. You know,
Okay.
I fuck with Drummer Boy. You know, I
Yeah.
listen to Drummer Boy. It's a few other cats. You know what I mean, that I listen to. But you know, King Cash, uh, Little Man, GL, and Tres,
Mm-hmm.
Drummer Boy. Them is people that I'm listening to. You know what I mean? So you know, those are cats that I'm fucking with. Can't forget about my San Diego boy. So Lil Weirdo is up there too, and Chunks. You know what I mean?
And
So
and I just want to put out there, man, because I'm one of those people. When somebody drop them on me, I will be checking for them and listening to their music
yeah,
and giving them some shouts out on his page, especially if you're saying, you know, to check them out. So I definitely will be giving them some spotlights, because we got a segment that we, you know, like to spotlight certain artists and things like that for those reasons right there, because, you know, a lot of the
yeah,
shit be rigged and shit.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
real quick, my bro, I just wanted to jump into, because like what we try to do is we like to talk about, because you know, we're living in a world of followers, like as we know. So what are some of the, what is leadership? What is some of the qualities in a leader? And is that something that someone is born with? Is it something that you can teach? You know, what is your whole outlook on leadership, period?
Man, personally, to me, leadership. You know, everybody want to be a chief, but nobody want to work their way up to being a leader. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, you know, my dad always taught me never be a follower. You get what I'm saying? Never be a follower. Handle your business. So me, leadership is taught. You know, you can either be you're not necessarily born with it, but you're born with a trait that can possess leadership in you. So if you surround yourself around motherfuckers that's leading the way and that's not following, eventually you will be a leader. But if you're surrounding yourself around followers, you just a tag along. You're gonna be the same thing that they're following. You're gonna do the same shit that they're following. You know, so leadership, man, to me, leadership is loyalty, dedication, being solid all the way around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, oh yeah, I fuck with dude, but then go tell somebody, oh yeah, dude's he a sucker. You know what I mean, or
Mm-hmm.
some shit like that. So a leader, man, a leader is strong-minded individual. He handles his business. He gets what needs to be done. He bring knowledge to the table. You know, because if that's like with the youngsters that I fuck with, they see me what I'm doing, so I expect them to do the same. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell you to go out there and do something fucked up if I'm gonna sit on the couch and enjoy this bowl of cereal while you out there putting it. That's stupid. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you know, I expect uh learning from, you know, one of the elders, you know, that I fuck with. You know, he produced leader qualities, which has made me the person to be a leader and to stay focused and do what I gotta do. I can't worry about the next man. I'm gonna worry about myself and produce my leadership role where I can fall back and the little ones can pick up the slack. You know, so it's all about character, loyalty, dedication, and just being straightforward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, everybody want to be a chief, but don't have chief qualities. You get what I'm saying? Everybody want to
Mm-hmm.
be a leader, but don't have leader qualities, or crash the whole shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I try to stay in my lane. That's what leadership to me is, man. Staying grounded and just keeping it 100 at all times. Whether you know whether it's, you know, if somebody don't like the truth, hey, well, hey, that's just what it is, man. You got to deal with it, you know. Grow some nuts, so you know what I mean. So that's what it is, bro.
Facts. Hey, my bro. So I mean, I try to I know a lot of these kids nowadays. I know in our era we read, bro. I still read. I hit you up
Yeah.
occasionally, like, yo, what you reading? You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
can you recommend us a book? And it could be anything, just a book that maybe affected you, a book that you might still pick up occasionally. What's something you know? You could give us a couple of books or whatever. Just if you got any good books to recommend, I'd appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. One of my favorite books was the Ancient Civilization of Maya and Aztec. You know, not only that, I read a lot of Sun Tzu. I read a lot of body language books. You know, not only that, I read a couple books on gematria, learning how to dissect numbers and things like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it might be a tad bit over people's head, but if you dissect the art of war, that right there will tell you every day on how to dissect getting through life. You get what I'm saying? So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I read a lot of those books. I read a lot of documentaries. I mean, biographies, and watch a
Mm-hmm.
lot of documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what book you read, because any book you can take some knowledge out of that and apply that to everyday life. You know what I mean? But me personally, I like to read 48 Laws of Power,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to read Art of War by Sun Tzu, as
Okay.
well as the ancient civilizations of Maya and Aztec. You know what I mean? It's something to keep you war ready, grounded, at the same time disciplined.
Okay. Hey, being that we talking about war ready and being disciplined and stuff, I know you love to train. I love to train as well. But do you want to talk about, you know, some of your training? I know you've been training with some hardcore dudes. I know
Yeah,
you stepping it up.
yeah,
So yeah, can you tell us
yeah,
about your training?
yeah.
What motivates you to keep training? And then also add in there your diet, because we're trying to stay healthy and keep things right.
Yeah, well, I train with a lot of disabled veterans that still got it. You know, Army, Navy SEAL, Marines, and so you know, I don't put a lot of shit that we do out there on Instagram, because a lot of motherfuckers like to learn motherfuckers and all that shit. But yeah, we do a lot of body weight shit. You know what I mean? Like I just got done doing some shit today, and we had one of the fellas brought his son out there, and his son was like, "Shit, I go to the gym and lift and all of that, but when he hit that field and doing this body weight shit where you running with 100-pound dummies on your back and pulling dummies up the football field, sandbag work added with going up hills and rucksacks and all that shit, it hit different. You know what I mean? He
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh shit, this is different." You know, as well as getting in the gym and sparring. So you know, that's what I do. I train with a lot of Navy SEAL cats. You know, we do a lot of crazy shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that keeps me. It'll break you mentally, but it breaks down. It break you down, but as you keep going, it builds you back up. So it's
Mm-hmm.
something that you could do. You know, it fucks with the mental, but it makes you stronger. Warrior mentality. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
we out there in the rain, sleet, and snow. We out here, and when it's raining, we still out here getting it. So man, you know, that's what's keeping me grounded. Not to mention, I'm prepping myself for a fight. You know what I mean? So you know, that should be coming. I'm getting tired of them setting my shit off, or due to COVID, shit can't happen and all of that shit. But uh, yeah, man, that's what it's about, man. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, training and mixed martial arts and grappling and jujitsu and all of that stuff, bro.
Now, are you going to be uploading stuff to your YouTube channel, or
Yeah,
so can you tell us about your YouTube channel?
yeah, man. My YouTube channel is K2K Travy. Uh, that's my YouTube channel, and you know, I'm gonna be uploading some more intense videos. You know, I'm gonna take it up a notch this year. So you will see me with, you know, the dummy running with the dummies and pulling the dummies, added with Navy SEALs and things like that. Water workouts. We doing water workouts. We in the water with the weights on and everything like that. You know, we in the woods. You know, just a bunch of body weight shit, man. So yeah, I'll be uploading some new content and 2021, it's gonna be a different type of workout. You know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna be doing, man. I'm gonna have a lot of shit coming, man.
Yeah, I'm excited, my bro, and I'm definitely gonna be coming to you for pointers. I'm trying to step my shit up too, bro. I see you always getting it. It's motivational. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you have any new projects coming out? Anything that you're working on and stuff like that you want to let us know about?
Yeah, man, I got some new music coming. I'm trying to drop the video to Weapon as well as 25K. I'm dropping that video. And I'm just bringing new music, you know. So this time around, I'm just gonna push a little people, the people that I've been fucking with last year, you know. Like I said, you know, Little Man, King Cash, and all of them. I'm trying to push them more to the front. So get them out there. You know what I mean? So if one of them kick the door in, just pull me in through. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. If I kick the door in, I'm pulling you in through. See, that's my mentality. I'm not the one that's going to backbite or keep the other person down. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
eating, I want everybody around me to eat. We eat as a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is. You know, some people don't have that same mentality, but that's my mentality. To bring some more music. You know, as soon as this studio open, I'm gonna do all these features, knock out all these features. You know, when the studio's open, I usually go in there and knock out 12 to 15 songs, just straight gas. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that, knock that out, and get that out the way, as well as dropping some more music that I'm working on. So yeah, I got a lot of heat coming, man. A lot of heat, a lot of videos,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, I just wanted to put this out there real quick. That I appreciate
Yo,
you taking the time and doing this
yeah,
with us. I can't wait to link with you, whether I'm coming to Texas or you coming to Florida for the full interview.
yeah,
We're gonna definitely get
yeah,
some footage of us working out and keep it healthy, and you know what I mean. We're gonna get some training in. So I appreciate your
yeah.
time. I appreciate you always, fucking with us at WINN. You know what I mean? We all got major love for you. You already know you come to Florida, we got you.
Always,
Um,
bro.
but I got so on a going out note, and I kind of like, because I know, yo, bro, I got nothing but respect for you. So I want you to kind of like just get into this question that I'm about to ask you for the last question before we close out. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember with all the hard work that you're putting in? What do you want to leave behind?
Man, I just wanna I do this for the people that's, you know, locked up, that don't have a voice. So the legacy I want to leave behind is that, you know, to show them, if I did it, and I spent all that time inside, and I got out here and I did it, I want them to do the same thing. Never
Mm-hmm.
give up, man. You can't give up. Whether you got 25, 30 years, you never give up, because there's always a slick door that will be open, or a loophole in some type of a case that will be open. But the legacy I wanna leave behind is that, damn, you know, he was, you know, strong willed, strong minded, and he was solid as a motherfucker. You know, that's all I have. My name and my record is all I have, you know, so I try to keep that as firm and as right as possible, with no blemishes. You know, I've worked hard to keep that with no blemishes. And I just want everybody to elevate themselves. Whether you elevating whatever you do in life, whether you doing art, whether you work on cars, be the best at what you motherfucking do, and invest in the craft that you like to do. You can't invest in something you don't like to do, because that shit is going to get boring. You know what I mean? So invest in something you like to do and just be productive. You know what I mean? So the legacy I want to leave behind is like, damn, his music. You know, if I die, my music is still speaking to people to keep them on the right path. You know, a legacy for my child and my son, that to look back on. Dang, my dad was a factor, man. He taught me how to be a man, all well-rounded cat. You know, so that's my legacy, man. I just want to be the light for somebody else who necessarily feel like it's over, because it's never over. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's my legacy I want to give to everybody, man, and just be positive in life. You know, whether we going through this situation right now, keep your head up, stay afloat, and get through it. You know what I mean? Nothing happens without God saying it happens. You get what I'm saying? And like a quote that I've always remembered, my mom and my abuela always said was, weeping may come at night, but joy cometh in the morning. Period.
Mm.
You know, and I applied that to my everyday life, man, because you know, you might cry at night, but a blessing might happen where you never knew it was coming, and you might, the next day you wake up like, oh shit, I got this. Where'd this $20 come from? I didn't have no money last night, or some shit like that, you know. So just be productive, man, and keep a sound and sane mind, man. Drink that lemon water, that lime water. Eat right. Quit putting these toxins in your body, and just live, man. That's what it's all about.
Hey, my brother, I totally appreciate you, man. Nothing but love, my bro. I appreciate you dropping these jewels on us. You know what I mean? Recommending stuff. I can't wait to the full interview. Nothing but love from the WINN family, man. We'll be in touch soon, my brother. And keep me posted if you coming out here or I'm coming out there, my bro.
For sure, bro. I most definitely will, man. I will.
Hey, nothing but love, my brother. Catch you next
I
time.
appreciate you for having me, man.
Yep, WINN Radio.
Already.